Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm sitting to represent my good friend, Mr. Mensa Otabil. And it is the topical issues. My name is Sita Abdul Halik, the Eagle they call me. Once again, a good evening to you all, as I represent my good friend, Mensa Otabil, and his usual guest, Mr. Scarecrow. Today we are going to dive into issues relating to Asia and the influx of Asia into Africa. I think that was the topic they started with us at last week. And due to one or two things, Otabil is not here. So I'll be sitting to make sure that we digest into the issues. Then we look at the pros and cons of some of this influx and also how the future is going to look like as most of the African countries are perceived to be running away from the West and heading towards the Asian and the Asian continent for help and partnership. So without wasting much time, though you know the guest already, I would want him to introduce himself. But today I would want to know his real name actually, okay? Because everybody knows him by Scarecrow. Okay. I'm getting a hint that I'll pay 50 euro for getting to know his real name. Yeah, it's not a crime. Why don't I double it for you, my good friend? Yeah, so once again, like I said, okay, you are with Radio TopAfric Hamburg, and it's the topical issues live for you to listen and learn. One thing I know about this show is that it's full of educative topics and subjects and also things you didn't know about. Okay? So, Mr. Scarecrow, good evening to you and welcome to the studios once again.
Good evening and good evening to Africans, both in Germany and across the continent.
Scarecrow, why are you talking as if you haven't eaten this evening? Are you okay?
I'm very
because
okay.
because the cold have started to set in, it is affecting you.
A little bit.
Welcome to Europe.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, so I really want to know your name, okay, your real name, okay, because the Scarecrow is the most popular name.
Sure.
But when they say Scarecrow, who is Scarecrow? Like, let me just know. Yeah.
My real name is Frank Owusu Ba.
Frank Owusu Ba.
Sure.
What a nice name.
Yeah.
What does the Ba means?
That's my surname, my father's name. You know.
Yeah, but what does it mean in the Ghanaian palate?
Like I don't really know, but I think Ba is a common name in Ghana.
Okay, for which particular group of people in Ghana?
For Eastern, because my father is from Eastern Kufuridia.
Oh, okay.
And my mother is from Asante Achem Agogo.
Okay. Is it the latter or the Kwapim or the Krobos or which?
No, Kufuridia, Eastern region, not the.
So the people of Kufuridia,
sure.
Like what are they? Are they Ekwapims or?
I think we are Shantis. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That is fine. Okay, so Scarecrow, his real name is Mr. Ba.
Yeah, Frank Owusu Ba.
Frank Owusu Ba.
Sure.
So those who didn't know today, you know. At least you've learned something new.
Sure.
Scarecrow.
Yes, sir, boss.
Without delaying much time.
Sure.
Okay. Last week, I know you guys have stepped into the space of the Asian and the issues of how these African countries are gradually running to Asia for greener pastures and partnership.
Sure.
Because they feel uncomfortable these days with other partners. That is how I perceive it to be. But once you are here, I believe you would give us some educative reasons why some of those things are really happening. Yeah. So let's take China. Okay. In the past 2 decades, everybody can testify that the influx of China in the African continent cannot be swept under the carpet.
Sure.
They are gaining grounds in all walks of life, in all aspects of our lives.
Sure.
Starting from our manufacturing industry
Sure.
to our commerce
Infrastructure,
to
yeah.
our education,
Sure.
almost everything.
Sure.
Just like how the Western world used to do. It's like now China is taking over. What is necessitating this this drive?
Okay, thank you once again. Thank you, Radio TopAfric listeners and Africans. You know, China is buying over Africa. It's another dimension of colonialism.
Can you say that again?
China is buying over Africa.
It's buying over,
Over
Africa. Okay.
And it's another dimension of colonialism.
Okay.
Yeah. If you look at the colonizers, after they gave us independence, after they gave us independence,
Yeah.
they were still interested in our country, in our continent. So even when they left, they set up organizations like La Francophonie, UNESCO, World Bank, IMF,
Yeah.
so that they can still have their hands in our economy.
Which they still do.
Yes. But if you look at China, China is not colonizing Africa.
But what are they doing?
They are buying over Africa.
So what is the difference between buying over,
Over.
and
Colonialism.
colonialism here?
Buying over is an advanced dimension of colonialism, and it's very dangerous than colonialism itself. The reason why I'm saying that is because from 2000 up to date, China has given Africans money almost $182 billion.
182 billion.
Yes. And China is overcrowded population. And they have seen Africa as a virgin land to accommodate people, land for agriculture. So if you look at China, the people that they were constructing roads and stadiums in Africa, in Ghana, they are people they were in prison. They are prisoners.
More or less convicts?
Yes, and the Chinese government pushed them for this project. So that they wanted to see if their people can live comfortably in Africa.
So
Yes.
so if I'm getting you right, should I say the initial generation of Chinese that were sent to Africa were sent in a form of punishment.
Sure.
More or less like for an experiment. What do we call
it was like
experimental purposes.
Yeah, it was for the people that they have minor crimes, and the people that they have served their years, maybe remaining 3 years. Then they ask you to go and serve in this country. They are doing project there. So even those people who are working in Ghana, the government of China holds their money, not the country. So China trade as a nation and not as individuals. That is why they produce 3 type of the qualities of the things they do. So if they make iPhone 17, they do it 3 times. The first quality they bring to Europe and America. The second quality they give to Asians like Japan, South Korea, India. The last quality, which is at the bottom, then they drop in Africa.
But the prices doesn't seem different. The prices seem the same.
Yeah, and the function, everything seems the same, but the qualities are higher than. They are not the same.
So even from that angle, I can say African is being cheated.
Yes, but every year they do China African Summit. Then 54 head of state, they fly and go there. In the year 2020, they gave Africans $60 billion loan. You understand? And when China gives you loans, they add like helicopter. Yeah, I'll come to that. They add helicopters, everything to it. So the helicopter that crashed and the Minister of Defense, Dr. Mane Boama, died, and a lot of people died there, you understand, at Obuasi. That same incident happened in Malawi. The vice president of Malawi, the president was Lazarus Makati Chakwera. He lost elections about 1 month ago. You understand? Lazarus Makati Chakwera. His vice died. It was all the Chinese helicopters, but helicopters are built for bad weathers. That's what the military use in case of rescue, everything. But how do you tell me that the Ghana helicopter crashed because of bad weather? But the thing is also made for bad weathers. How do you explain that? So China will not give Africa the quality one because you don't have anything. You are just coming to beg. And a beggar has no choice. You understand? So the lowest quality, then they give you, then you cherish it. So you see 54 head of state, people that they have been to schools, universities. We cannot add value to what we have. You can use cassava for many things. Look at cocoa. You can use cocoa for soap. So when China came to Ghana, they learned how to plant cocoa. They learned how to produce cocoa. But when Germany came to Africa, they didn't even learn that. And even today, modern technology is there, but all the Western countries, when they came to Africa, they never did that. But China is producing cocoa now. China man is a MTN Momo. They are doing MTN Momo. They are depriving us from the work that we do in Ghana. China man is a lotto agent in Ghana. So the Chinese is coming to buy over Africa. You understand? So when they come, they buy the land and build their house, everything there. So we have Chinatown in Nigeria. You know Jack Ma?
No.
Jack Ma. He was the richest man in China.
He's called Jack Ma.
Yeah.
Okay.
He founded Alibaba.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, Jack Ma. They sued him for violating Chinese international trade law. Jack Ma created a lot of apps like TikTok, WhatsApp, Facebook, and he put the same product there. So if it is this paper, he will put this paper in TikTok, in Wanchung, in Changchun, all the apps in China. He was sued for violating Chinese international trade law, and he was asked to pay $10 million. Jack Ma. You understand? The guy who developed drones for China is called Frank. Xi Jinping, the premier of China, he has made them known that no matter how intelligent or how talented you are, or like how rich you are, you can never control the economy, the system. He is in charge. So Huawei, the person who founded Huawei, when you come up and the whole world see you, small time you vanish. That is what he does. Yeah. They'll give you house arrest. Yeah. Okay. In China. So Xi Jinping wants to rule over everybody. No matter how rich or famous you are, you cannot pass the system. That is why China produce 3 qualities of the things they do, because it's the so everybody who is selling in Africa, anything you are selling from China in Africa, you are selling under the Chinese government. China trade as a nation. Yes, China trade as a nation and not as individuals. You understand? So we cannot trust China in Africa. If you go to Zambia, they have copper. So the Zambia government sold the copper belt to American firm. When they finished their contract, they also sold it to Chinese firm. The American company, when they finish their contract, they have the authority to sold it to China firm. So China man has a restaurant in Zambia. And the Zambia guys enters there with his food. You know, normally when you go to restaurant, you have to buy the food from there. But the guy brought his food. And he was chased out by the Chinese man, the owner of the restaurant.
Yeah, he's right.
And when the mayor of Lusaka spoke about it, it went viral on the social media in Lusaka, that is the capital of Zambia. Galungu, who was the former president of Zambia, asked the mayor to apologize to ordinary a Chinese man, not even a diplomatic. In 1993...
And was he wrong?
Yes.
He wasn't.
because he went there with the food, but he doesn't have to be treated like that. If you want to push him out.
No, he has. So what did he do to him?
Not in aggressive way.
Which other way should he have done it?
You have to talk to him.
Scarecrow, if in Deutschland here,
Sure.
where we say that currently modern civilization does happen, all
Sure.
right? When you go into a restaurant in that manner, I bet you that is how you'll be thrown out.
I know.
So if,
I know.
if whether being Chinese,
Yeah.
American, or whoever, I'm running my business and you come in that manner, all right? Yes, I will throw you out in that manner.
Sure.
So on that score, I think that the right thing was done.
But the reason why I'm saying that is the person is just ordinary Chinese man, not even a diplomatic.
It doesn't matter.
And
it doesn't matter the status of the person. The acts that matters here.
I understand.
It's just like you killing a Chinese man in your country and think that because he's an ordinary Chinese man, they should allow you go free. No.
I know. But do you know when the COVID-19 came, it started in Wuhan, China.
Yes.
Do you know that Africans were thrown out from their houses?
That is a different
I'm coming.
thing altogether.
I'm coming. It's not a different thing.
No, it is.
It's also, yes, because people were sleeping in their house whilst their rent was not overdue. It was not expired. But they were thrown out because the Chinese government accused them that they brought the COVID-19 to China.
So that is a different thing altogether.
How is it different?
Okay. Yes, it's different because...
Because restaurant or in the house... Because he brought his food to the restaurant.
Why would you bring your food to the restaurant?
But why would they also sack people from their houses and accuse them that they brought the COVID-19? So
because they sack people from their houses,
yes,
all right?
Yes, people were thrown out.
Does that mean that you bring food into my restaurant?
Yeah, but I'm not saying I'm not saying it's right for him to do that.
Yeah.
You understand? But I'm also saying that...
See, as it wasn't right.
Sure.
Okay.
Two wrongs does not make right.
Then you've answered my question.
Yes, I know. But when the mayor spoke about it, the president himself, but you don't need to attack your mayor in public like that because of this China man.
Scarecrow, let's go.
Okay.
I have this question.
Okay.
Now, China or Asia, but now the spotlight is on China, okay, because I know Japan has also been in Africa for a long time.
Sure.
I even benefited a scholarship from Japan government, which under JICA.
Oh, okay.
It's an NGO under JICA, under Japan.
Sure.
Yeah, but Africa is on China is on the spotlight now. Look at what they are doing for Africans now. All right. Do you call that buying off, as in
buying over?
Buying over
Africa. Yes.
Look at the scholarships they give to Africans to come and study. The job opportunities they give to Africans to come and study. Okay. The visa-free system they are creating for Africa and China. Okay. Where you don't have to pay money for visa fees, whether it is given or not, they keep the money. Like America does, like Germany does, like any other country does to Africans.
Sure.
All right. It's like I come to seek for something. I don't get it and you still keep my money. That is pure daylight robbery.
Sure.
But you people are not even talking about that. Sure. Anyway, so when you look at some of these things they do, okay, do you call that buying off, but not partnership?
But, no, because the reason I'm saying that in 1993, the IMF exchange rate to Nigeria was 24%. China is giving loans to Africans with 10% of exchange rate, which is very low.
Yeah.
But IMF has never seized any property in Africa. But if you take loans from China and you don't pay the money, they seize your property.
So on that one again, I think I can still challenge you on it.
Yes, because you have to pay the money.
Yes, you have to pay the money.
I understand.
And IMF, okay, because it's, let's say, a group of countries.
Right? IMF give conditions how they can get their money back.
Exactly. Okay, it is the same way China will also give you the conditions.
But
that pay until this time.
Sure.
Okay, you don't go into seeking for a loan or a grant without conditions, precedents, and stuff attached to them.
Sure.
Okay, so all these conditions are given you. You have read it, you have seen it.
Sure.
Then you put your signature under it.
Sure.
You assign it, or you append it that, okay, I agree. So if you go wrong, like, what is the evil act here?
IMF and World Bank in 1993 established a program called Heavy Indebted Poor Country, HIPIC.
Yes.
So that if you follow that program, all the debts that you are owing them, they'll forgive you the debt. So John Ajukwu Nkufuor, when he took over, he joined HIPIC so that Ghana can be forgiven. That is why the cedi was very strong during his time.
And when they take you to the HIPIC, you know that certain conditions too are being limited.
But your properties are not being seized. China seized the port of Djibouti and established Chinese military base in Djibouti.
Yes, because they owe.
I know.
And they can pay.
I know.
Yes, so they don't come to buy over. They come to trade.
The reason why I'm saying they are buying over is because they are also coming with genetically programmed seed. That's why they are farming in Africa. So when you eat the food, you are going to react towards how it is programmed. So China came to Ghana, they learned how to plant cocoa. Do you know that they produce cocoa in China?
Yes, I do.
Yes. But when UK came, the visa-free you are talking about, it was UK who started giving us visa-free and scholarship. J.J. Rawlings, who cancelled that after he made a coup.
Why did he cancel it? Because he saw the brainwash.
But you told me that China is also giving scholarship.
Yes, so my question is that, okay, is it good or not?
You are saying that it's good because China is giving it. Then I'm saying that the scholarship is there for a very long time. Not only China. So it's a strategy. China is coming with debt strategy. They'll give you the money. They know that African leaders, they are lazy. They embezzle the taxpayers' money. They are corrupt. So when they give you the money, then they have a hand in your raw materials, in lithium. Now China is doing BYD.
Anyway, Scarecrow.
Yes, sir, boss.
Drink some water. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, okay, we are almost sparking up the show. And like I always say, you are with Radio TopAfric Hamburg. And on the topical issues. This program is mainly to highlight the interesting topics, okay, and spotlights that happen within the African continent in regards to the diaspora and also the Western world. And today, our guest, Scarecrow, the name again, the full name again.
Franco Usuba.
Yes, Franco Usuba, which popularly known as, or in which we call him Scarecrow, is telling us what's, and I will now call them the new angels of Africa, is doing to us, and Africans are not paying attention to. And he feels that we should pay attention to what the Chinese are bringing on board, then we might find a lasting solution to it. Or else, continue there for me.
They will buy over Africa.
They will buy over Africa.
Yes.
So in order to prevent them from buying from over Africa, what do we have to do?
We need critical thinkers, leaders.
Okay.
We need people who are patriotic. We need people who are nationalists. We need people who have their country at heart. We need people who have genuine love for their nation. People like John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. People like Captain Tawari. If you look at people like Len Guangzhou, the man who established Singapore, you understand? We need people like them. Either than that, China will buy over Africa. Look at people like Paul Biya.
Yeah.
92 years. African USA Summit 2022. He went there and flatulate. Paul. He's having dementia.
What has that got to do with
He's having dementia. He's disgracing Africans. He cannot even talk. He was asking his aide where he was. He doesn't even know that he's in a conference hall and people like Paul Kagame, Joe Biden, everybody was there, and he doesn't even know where he was. So China give loans to this kind of people. If you go to Uganda, Yoweri Museveni of Uganda,
the general,
he also supported Paul Kagame, Rwanda Patriotic Front.
Yep.
For the Rwanda genocide.
But so how does China come to play here?
I'm just saying that China is using African leaders to buy over Africa because they know that our leaders like money.
Yeah.
Like Otabe was saying just now, like last week ago, Mahama was there.
Yes, he went to trade.
Trade in which way? What do we trade with China?
A lot of things. That's why it's a country-to-country trade. You go to trade to have a balance of trade and to have a balance of payment, okay, to be able to grow your GDP. These are basic economics.
What we call as trade.
Yeah.
Is what
Give
Europeans
and take.
Yes.
Yes.
What
and
we have.
that is what Chinese are doing.
So China is not doing that.
What do they do?
They come. They know that our leaders, their mindset is different. They give them money, give them fake things. Like I said, the helicopter. Yeah, it's fake.
But they gave it to you.
Yes, and they accepted it because they all they want is money. Money. I'm not saying China is doing bad, but because they have seen how our leaders think.
And every rational human being should think that way. That,
no.
Okay, you take advantage of your...
No, you don't do that. When John Pombe Magufuli came into power in Tanzania, 2015, he tried to amend the constitution so that it will give him more power to renegotiate and also, how do you call it, cancel contract with international firm. Brick Gold was mining the Tanzanian gold, and Acacia, Tanzania is having Tanzanite. Acacia company.
Those
from
companies,
UK.
are they Chinese oriented
companies? No. The Brick Gold is from Canada, and Acacia is from UK. So before John Pombe Magufuli came into power, Chakara Kikwete, he was the leader. So when they vote him out and John Pombe Magufuli came, he knew that the Brick Gold is working under the subsidies of this company, Acacia. So they are not paying taxes to the country, but they are giving the leaders royalties, which they like it because they want to buy luxury houses. They want to drive the expensive cars. You understand? So he knew that. So when he took over, he amended the constitution so that he can renegotiate and also cancel contract. So he sued Brick Gold for mining Tanzanian gold without paying taxes for $300 billion. And they negotiated, I think $100 billion, and they negotiated to $300 million. When he took the first 100, he tried to build railway. So when you have money, go for the quality things. Don't go to China with empty-handed. You have gold. Goldfields is mining your gold. Anglo Gold Ashanti has taken over your gold. Newmont has taken over your gold, and they are giving you percentage. You have to nationalize it.
So China says that I'm not only coming to take the gold and give you percentage, okay? I'll give you other stuffs. I'll build most of your runovers or your
stadiums,
your stadiums,
roads.
Yes, I will do development for you.
And
in the negotiation, I'll not even go to give you a lower percentage. I'll give you a higher percentage by giving leverage to come into your country to trade more. Is that bad?
It's very bad.
As compared to someone who will come, mine, take the gold, okay? And he's not only coming to just mine and take the gold. He's also coming in with all other subsidiaries from his country.
Yeah, all of them are not good.
Yes. So I don't see why China is just a problem.
The reason I'm saying China is a problem because many Africans think China is helping us.
Yeah, I also think same.
Yeah, because like even if you go to the Bible, they say the rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is a slave to the lender. The Bible is saying that. So I'm saying this because when IMF and World Bank connived in 1993 and they established a program called HIPIC, they forgive many countries, African countries, their debt, their loans they were owing them. You understand? But I'm not saying because they did that is good, but I want to tell you that the IMF loans is a little bit okay than the even Chinese loans, because if you refuse to pay China loans, they seize your property. So a lot of African countries are being trapped under Chinese loans they cannot pay. Ghana, Nigeria, Zambia, Angola, a lot of African countries, Kenya, they are all among. You understand? We have 20 Chinese police stations in South Africa.
What do you mean by that?
We have 20 Chinese police stations in South Africa to protect Chinese business in South Africa. We have
20
Yes.
Chinese police stations.
Yes, in South Africa.
How?
Yes, because they want to protect Chinese business in South Africa.
So, no, let me ask this question.
Okay.
Right? When you say 20 Chinese police stations, do you mean these police stations were built and the officers there are Chinese people,
yes, please.
and they operate under the Chinese government?
Yes.
To protect Chinese business.
Together with the South African government. Because, South Africa, when you go there, crime is very high there.
Yeah, in some parts of South Africa.
Yeah.
Especially the mining areas.
Yes.
Yeah.
You understand this? They seize people cars and a lot of things.
Yeah.
So China saw that, and instead of them to help the South Africans or the South African government to beef up their security, so that because they use drones in China to arrest people, to fight all this kind of corruption. Instead of them to do that, they build police stations there, which is owned by them. We have 4 Chinese army generals in the Zambian army.
Who are there to do an exchange program?
It's not an
like
exchange program.
Just like how Ghanaians go to Lebanon, go to Cambodia, and stuff like that?
No, they are there to protect Chinese business in Zambia.
Scarecrow, you are saying things so?
Yes, that is why I said that when the Zambia guy enters to a restaurant, it's not good. And he was chased out by a Chinese man who owns the restaurant. When the mayor of Lusaka spoke about it, the former president, Galungu, asked him to apologize to him. It's to tell you that, I know, it's to tell you that China cannot be trusted. They are buying over Africa. So they have come to live with us. So in Ghana, they installed one Chinese guy. They are now giving birth with the Ghanaian girls there.
Oh yeah, those ones.
So a time will come, they will enter into our government. Some of them will become MP.
Yes.
Yes. And
but
if
what is wrong with that?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Can you do that in China?
So you see,
I want to ask you something.
With time, you can do that in China.
No,
don't you have
with
Ghanaians
time.
marrying in China?
No. You can marry in China, but you are still a foreigner.
So as the Chinese too are still foreigners.
No. In Africa, our lives, we behave different kind of lifestyle. I cannot even explain.
Scarecrow.
Yes, sir, boss.
I think today I'm putting you on the spot.
Yes, I like it that way. Yeah.
Good. A Ghanaian travels from Ghana to China.
Sure.
To do business. All right? Is tantamount to a Chinese coming to Ghana to do business.
Sure.
A Ghanaian marries a Chinese woman in China. Okay? Have kids. You see that to be normal. And wait. And a Chinese man coming to Ghana to do business or to Africa to do business, all right, and marrying an African, having kids, you call that one buying over. How?
There's one Ghanaian man who was a politician in Germany here. He was in the government. And then I read some news about him that he has withdrawn from the Germany federal government.
It wasn't a Ghanaian.
Okay,
yeah,
some African, yeah. Maybe Kenya or Senegal or something like that. I don't know.
I think Cameroonian.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because of harassments and stuff, yeah.
And racism.
Yes.
No matter who you are, this color, when they see this color, they see poverty, they see crime. Please listen very careful.
I am listening.
When they see this color,
yeah.
They see poverty, they see crime, they see disease.
Do you know why they see that?
You see, I like the way you are asking me the questions because
you know me, Scarecrow.
Yes,
ladies and gentlemen. Yes, for me, all right. Scarecrow is somebody I know that he has a lot of information in him. So when you don't poke him, you might not enjoy his conversation. All right. Yes, and as I'm sitting on this red seat today, representing my colleague Otabo, I think I have to poke him. And please, I'm not wearing my political lenses to poke him, but I'm just being a curious African to know more the in-depth of some of these things you are saying, because it baffled me to hear for the first time, okay, you educating me on the fact that we have Chinese police stations in South Africa.
Yes, 20.
Mounted by Chinese police officers. It's so
crazy.
So,
yes. Yeah. But that is why I'm saying that if we compare ourselves to them, we will do very big mistake.
Okay.
Because we cannot do that in China. You understand? That's why when I said that when the COVID came, they threw all Africans out. They threw all of them out from the apartment. Whether your rent is overdue or not, they don't care.
And was it only Africans or foreigners?
It's Africans. I'm talking for Africans. I'm African. I'm not talking for the whole world because I'm from Africa.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
It took Nigerian embassy, I think the ambassador or the consulate there, who went there face to face with the Chinese police. They also seized their passports. You understand? Okay. But when Aisha Huan, the lady who was mining gold in Ghana, when she was arrested, they said they have to deport her to China.
Yes.
They deported her to China. She came back again, and she is still doing the galamsey. But if they give you China visa or Asia visa like Malaysia, Thailand, on their visa they have it. They have some cautions or cautious. They are putting your mind on something that carrying. They said what trafficking. I don't know, traveling or something like that carries a death penalty. Trafficking of illegal drugs. Carries a death penalty. Yes. This is the word they have it on their visa before you even fly for your country.
Okay. So you see, I have some comments here, and I think I have to put them to you.
So
some of them are in a form of contributions, others are in a form of questions.
Okay.
So let me start with Nana Kwame. He just says more fire international. I don't know what he means by that.
Yeah, I know him.
You know him. He calls you an international man. Yes, you deserve to be called an international man because you do educate us internationally and what actually goes on around. I also get this message from Mr. Jerry, and he reads or he says that there is no free food anywhere. Africans should rise up.
Sure.
And that is where I also was taking my direction to. Okay? Yeah. Just don't think that China is a Father Christmas.
Sure.
Whatever they give you, they expect to take something.
You even remembered me something. Do you know that China don't celebrate Christmas?
Yeah, because they are not their religions don't. Yeah.
But they manufacture all the Christmas trees, Father Christmas, and everything.
Because
it's business, it's trade. I know. But I just want to highlight Africans, our minds on something that China is not doing as good. The only people who can do as good is we ourselves.
Good.
We have to take our destiny. Okay, you want to read the comment?
Yes. Dr. Amma comes to say that they are recruiting our brilliant minds and brainwashing them already.
Sure.
They are so strategic about it.
Sure.
And like I said again, do you blame them for that?
Yes.
Why?
Because, they have seen that, like I said, when they see this color, they see poverty. They see hardship, suffering, disease, crime. So even if in Germany here, even if you are in the train and the ticket controls are coming, when they see you, the black man, they know you are not even having the ticket. From their mind, they just picture it. They come to you straight. They start from you.
China is not our friend, but they can be collaborators if we do things correctly. They are where we want them to get to. They came from where we are.
Very good.
So
we have to add value to our resources. Like cocoa. We can use cocoa to make medicine. We can use cocoa to make soap. Then we export it to China. Not the whole raw material. and China also come and learn how to plant cocoa, and they are planting cocoa there, and you are happy to trade with these people. You are not even trading. You go there to beg. What do we trade with China? We don't trade anything with them. We go there to beg. We have give Macron gave 1 billion. He said he promised African leaders, France and African Summit, 54 head of state came to France here to meet this Macron. France population is almost 67. And Africa population is 1.5 billion.
So do you blame the Chinese for that?
I'm not. This one. I'm even talking about. I'm talking about leaders. So I'm not talking about. But I just want to give this for people to know that we should not accommodate this kind of people in Africa. Even if our leaders are so poor in minds to think that no, this thing will not help us, because China add value to what they have and they bring it to you. But you carry your raw material, lithium. Now they are doing BYD electric cars. They use the lithium to make electric cars.
Just like Amma stated, Dr. Amma stated in her comments.
Sure.
Okay.
Director.
They come, they take your smart brains, and they take them, go to brainwash them. All right? So if they take you there, why don't you also learn how to create that industry that can create or that can produce the finished products of your raw materials in your own home country? But when they take you there, you remain there. You don't want to come back.
Because, like I said.
So why do you blame the Chinese for that? At least they come to your country, they stay with you, all right? And they make business
buy
with you.
land.
Yes, they
establish
come, they buy
Chinatown.
Yes.
In Africa.
Yes.
Give birth in.
Your colonial masters didn't do that.
No.
They came and they took away.
Very
and they
good.
took it away, and they are still there and still giving you conditions.
When they left, very good. The difference between the colonizers and the China is that when they came to rule us, indirect rule, they have their governors there. Why is maybe the president is in the UK? Let me use Ghana.
Yeah.
You understand? The Queen was the head of the United Kingdom, and the governor rules Ghana. You understand? So it's indirect rule. You understand? But what I want to say is that after they left, they also created organizations, because they saw that what is in Africa is so rich that they cannot even stay away for a second. So they have to create something that, a program that they can put us on it, and they will still have a strong hand in our economy. So after they left, they gave us independence. Yeah. They set up organizations like Commonwealth organizations, La Francophonie for the French people, UNESCO, IMF, World Bank, and they tell you that when you are in need of something, you come there and they help you. But if you even IMF, when they give you loans, they give Kenyan loans, they'll put it on their website. If you go there, you see it. But China give loans undisclosed. You don't know the amount. They say they are giving the whole Africa $60 billion. What do you mean by that? And they add helicopters, fake things to it. You understand? So I'm not saying that I'm blaming the Chinese people for that. They have seen our weakness and they are using it against us. You understand? Because our leaders cannot think. We have dictators, people like Paul Biya, African second longest serving president. Paul Biya, 43 years in power. If you go to Fernando Po, now Equatorial Guinea, Teodoro Nguema Basongo, he is Africa's longest serving president now.
Scarecrow.
Yes, boss.
Should we stay with China, or we should depart ways from China?
We should not stay with anybody, not even IMF. That's why I always say I like John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. You understand? He tries to use his mind to get what he wants, not to follow them. So even United Nations General Assembly meeting.
Is it not the same way, or is it not the same light China is also doing? They are using what they want.
That is what I'm saying.
So again, then you don't have to blame them, but you have to blame
I'm
your
not
leaders
blaming
for
them.
not being able, to negotiate well, to trade well.
You cannot do that. You cannot trade. You can. How is your economy? And you are trading with China.
Yeah, because you keep buying and you keep borrowing. Okay.
Like I said,
yes,
the
so
Bible.
you would have the problem. But if you limit the buying and borrowing, okay, and you stick to what you produce, all right, as a country and as citizens of those various countries, I think you can grow your economy.
Yes, but how China is doing, you cannot even grow your. Like I said, they seized Djibouti port and established Chinese military base. Because they know that Americans have military base in Africa. China is having military base in Africa.
Yes, so America will also give you a loan and still tell that part of the conditions that they are bringing a military base.
But what I want to say is that the IMF don't seize properties. Even when they give you the, like I said, they made in 1993, they set up a program, heavy indebted poor country, and they forgive many Africans their debt, their loans that they are owing them and they cannot pay. By China, rather seize your property. And but the Bible says the rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is a slave to the lender.
Scarecrow.
Yes, sir, boss.
Our time is running like Usain Bolt. Okay. Before we would leave this place, all right. I want us to look at something. Okay. But ladies and gentlemen, you are still with us on Radio TopAfric, okay, in Hamburg. But I have some few comments or few questions I want to ask Scarecrow before we leave this house.
Sure.
Scarecrow.
Yes, boss.
With the current economic, I'll call it Cold War, that is going on globally.
Sure.
That is going on globally. Okay. What can Africans do to minimize all these threats you see?
The first thing we need to do is to unite. We must have one president. We must have one currency. We must have one army. We must have one passport. We must have one foreign policy. Not 54 states, the whole 54 president come and meet Macron here in France. France, 67 million population.
They are your masters.
If when you say this kind of thing, then it makes me sad as African.
Yes. I want to make you sad so that you continue to educate the Africans on some of these lapses. Okay, one country, one president, one currency, one military, one economic bloc. Those are the things that is going to liberate Africa from some of these trade.
Not 54 states.
Some of these trade threats that we are seeing. Okay, coming together. Trade within each other.
Sure.
That is what is going to help us.
Sure.
But then, I still want to advise all of us that, look, in as much as you go to other countries, you complain of racism, you complain of maltreatment and stuff like that. Same things are being meted onto foreigners in our own countries. So if you are calling for unity or if you are calling for justice, all right, you must come with clean hands.
Crime is crime. We have to deal with it as crime.
Yes.
No favoritism.
Exactly.
No partiality.
Yes. So in as much as you and I today, we are in Deutschland, okay? We work here, we have our kids here, we hope to live better lives here. It's just the same with the Chinese or the German would also want to do in Africa. You understand? So, okay, we need to be a bit understanding, okay? And rather make sure that our laws or the laws in those countries are being adhered to, just like how we are in this country. You and I, when we finish here, we're going to do 8 hours, 2 hours, and stuff like that. So when we make sure that some of these things are done, I think,
Yeah, but I'm giving this message to the African leaders that China is not doing us any favor. America is not doing us any favor. You understand? No one is doing us any favor. They are buying over Africa. They are working on our weaknesses to take over from us. You understand? So we need to come together. Not, like I said, not 54 states with 33 currencies.
Anyway, not 54 states with what?
33 currencies. 33 in currencies. Africa, yes. So your Ghana cedi is only important when you are in Ghana.
That is true.
When you move from Ghana to Nigeria, you meet the Naira there.
You have a lot in your mind.
Yes.
We can't exhaust all tonight. So I would beg of you, put the rest in a cold house, okay?
Thank you.
We'll revisit them.
Thank
Ladies and gentlemen, I still want to say thank you so much to you. And I will say a thank you to my viewers and listeners. I always say that you are my stars. Okay, without you, there is no show. Okay. time is fast spent, and there are other programs that are yet to come on board. And we also have other things to continue to do. And also to allow you, the viewers and listeners, to ponder and digest some of these issues so that tomorrow we can digest into them more. It is your very humble, friend, Sita Abdul Halik, sitting in for Mr. Otabel, who is a regular host for Topical Issues, with his good friend, Scarecrow. So I will say a bye-bye to you this evening and hope next week, same time, same day, would be with you. It's a bye-bye from me.
Greetings from Hamburg. My name is Teresa Edu from Akwaba Travel and Tours Hamburg. If you want holiday packages, you are free to come to our office. If you want tickets all over the world, our ticket sales is global. You can also follow on us for visa services, and for our Ghanaian fellows, you can apply Ghana passports here in our office, Vansbecker to say 15C. We are at the U-Bahn station, Vatinal. You can also reach us per telephone +49 176 416 27723. Email us at info@aquaba-tours.com. Visit our website www.aquabatravelandtours.com. Thank you.